Started recording.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And wait. Okay, we've got a few more people join us.
I think we need to drop off from this call before we join our plans. That's how it looks.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, guys,
Okay, let's go. Okay, see you guys on the thing. Yes, so I think we're getting almost everybody in. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. We've got about 10 people, maybe just a few more left. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes before I start the demonstration. Oh, by the way, let me share my screen and make sure people can see. Choose what to share. Screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to jump right into it. Anybody else who joins is fine. Okay, so let's get started. What you're seeing right now is DeepSeek, right? So we're on DeepSeek, which is the latest Chinese LLM is called. So all these things like ChatGPT and all that, they're called LLMs, large language models, right? So this is DeepSeek you're looking at now. I want, sorry, go on. Somebody's saying something.
Oh, not at all, sir.
Okay,
So
okay.
somebody just reached out to me. Okay. I think the what's it called? The Google Meet and the link is based on admin. So if we can make it open so that they can just join in without interrupting the class.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But I don't see anybody waiting.
Oh, okay.
They are in
Okay.
already.
Okay.
I don't see anybody waiting. If anybody is waiting, please let me know. But as far as I know, everybody is in now.
Okay.
Maybe there's a couple of people. But how do I make the link? You said, no, I just don't want to be wasting time trying to figure out this link thing.
Okay. I think is in settings.
Okay, yeah, I think
Is in
somebody's.
settings.
Okay. Oh,
Is
okay.
in settings.
So,
Then get to make it open.
right. Settings.
You had meet settings now.
Okay. I think I've admitted some people now. I'm not seeing the settings part. That is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. I think everybody is in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody is in. Okay, so if anybody jumps on and needs me, just call my attention because I don't want to waste too much time trying to search for this settings thing.
Okay.
So are you guys seeing the DeepSeek on my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, somebody give me a topic. Like tell me something somebody is working on that you want to use AI for, or you've used AI and it's not giving you the result you want, like, or give me a topic. I want this thing to be interactive. Who will suggest a topic that we should use DeepSeek to do? It can be like writing something.
Yes, exactly about writing.
Okay.
For AI to actually create good writing ideas.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that will actually look so realistic and not
Realistic,
just
like a human being
yes.
wrote it. Okay.
And not just AI generated, not just some stuff you read it to just be so obvious that this
Yeah.
is AI. Something
Exactly.
like that.
Okay, so let's do this. Since I don't have a okay, sorry, do you have a suggestion, Favor? What you have a suggestion of a topic you think, or I should just go with something that I can come up?
Just go with anything, because if I should
Okay.
suggest topics, like, it's actually very long and
Yeah, it can be long. It doesn't matter. It's the longer the
It
better.
also, but I think you better suggest what's realistic. There's no point us just doing things for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That's the point, isn't it? To help us. Say what you're
Yes.
struggling with. Let him do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like, it's about like novels,
Okay.
long
Novel.
writing novels. Yes, like the AI to like suggest some tropes and combine them and suggest for ideas of scenes, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Okay, that's a good one. Let's do this then. Let's try something. Let's say, are you guys saying I'm going to write a prompt? Now, this is called a prompt. Anything you type into it is called a prompt. You see, it's good. When you give it background, is even better. The better background you give the tool, the better the result will be, right? So you can say, I am a young, right, Nigerian female, right? Let's say 28 years old, living in Ekpoma, right? Edo State. I'm a recent. Are you guys seeing this?
Yes, I can say it.
Yes,
I'm a recent graduate of AAU University. I have a project I will like you to help me with. I want you to write me a short story featuring a young Nigerian girl who dreams of making it big in Nollywood, right? These are just a random. I'm just using a random example here, right? She's smart, funny, and a big fan of the show. Have you guys seen Visa on Arrival?
Yes, on YouTube.
Yeah, Visa on Arrival. Make this story interesting and infuse heavy Nigerian lingo, slang, which will appeal to people like her. Make it impactful and full of energy. Right now, I'm going to demonstrate something to you. Right. So let's see what this thing gives us first of all. So just watch.
Sorry, Kenny. Marion is trying to get in. Can you let her
Oh,
in?
okay. Let me.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, I can't see her in the. Oh, okay. Yes, I've seen it. Right. Let's have a look at now. Are you guys able to read what I've done here? So are you guys able to read it?
Yes, you can. You guys can pinch the screen. You can pinch your screen and increase the.
Yeah, you can
font,
increase the font
yeah.
size if you're not showing us now. I want you to just see this aspect, right? In particular, right? Favor, talking about realistic writing, right?
Yes, yes.
I want you to take a look at what you're seeing on the screen and tell me whether this looks like something that was written by AI.
Wow.
Wow, this is nice actually.
So
I take it, Mr. Ken. I think what I'm even seeing is that maybe what we need to focus on is the prompting, because I noticed that your prompting was quite precise and specific.
Yes.
Yes, and explicit.
So
Yes.
so that's probably what we need to work on, the fact that prompt, the whole prompt, you gave it so much meat that it couldn't be. Context. That's the word. Yeah.
Now,
I think that's key.
right.
I might
But
just
actually, this
be
looks
right.
so different from the normal chat GPT or Meta AI
Exactly.
kind of.
If you showed somebody this, there's no way they would think AI wrote this thing.
Okay.
They
I think I need to go right. I need to go add writer to my bio now.
So for example, you can even crank it up. You can even say, like, this is the way I talk to AI sometimes, right? I know this is good, this one is good, but I want to pretend now that is rubbish, right? This is what I actually watch my prompt now, talking about how Evelyn said prompting. Listen to what I'm going to say now. I'm sure most people don't talk to AI like this, but I do, right? Let me show you. So let me admit. Oh, there are some other people that have joined us. Okay. But let me show you what I do when it gives me an answer I'm not happy with. I say something like, this is what I say. I say something like, this is like an average. I know it's not average, but I'm just trying to show you how I average effort. Like a 5 out of 10. I want more. So I'll say, I know you can do way better. I want this thing to explode with Niger lingo. Speak heavy pidgin and infuse even more local elements into it. I want the average Nigerian young person to be blown away and feel like it's a peer writing and not AI. So redo it and inject a lot more Niger.
Wow.
Are you seeing the way I'm speaking to this AI?
My prompts never goes more than 2 lines.
Yeah, this is why many people don't understand what these things can do. Impress me, right? See I'm speaking. Impress me here. Don't give me nonsense, right? Are you guys seeing what I'm doing?
You speak to the AI like you're talking to a personal assistant.
Yeah, like you're talking to a person.
Someone
Are you guys
that is in front of you? The whole different perspective.
Yeah, it feels you're talking to a real person.
Yes. This is how to talk to AI. I'm sure you guys talk to AI like you're talking to a machine. Please write.
The guy, Daniel says this is how he talks to AI.
Oh, okay. Who?
Daniel.
Okay, so this is how he talks to AI. You see?
I saw a comment. Yeah. Somebody says same here. Yeah. Ayomide says same here.
Oh, okay, good. You see, so some people know this stuff, right? Now, see, now let's look at. It's going to crank it up. What he wrote already. I know it's good enough, but I want to just show you guys how heavy this thing can go. You would not believe that this is AI writing this. So if somebody told you, "Oh, are you?" Now, are you guys seeing what the kind of thing is writing now?
Yes. Oh my God.
This person wants to laugh. Oh,
Did I just see? Oh yeah.
oh
No.
yeah, action. See wahala.
Does this sound like Favor? Does this sound like something AI has written?
Ijebu Pepe. Ijebu Pepe.
What will just end me if I see your mom? I'll just give up.
This is amazing. I tell you guys something. I was talking to Mr. Ken yesterday. I was having some trouble. I'm trying to do some accounts. And like most of you, I just put a prompt in chat GPT. And he just said to me, nah, can't do it. Go and get so and so. And he asked me just to prove the Buttress's point. And I pressed. So even when the chat says, no, I can't do it, he asked again, no.
Yeah.
Another way, he asked the question, and it came up with exactly what I wanted. And I was ready to give up at the first point, which is what I think a lot of us do.
Yes.
So the prompting needs to be, we need to press it in, we need to push the AI.
So you see the point. By the way, for context, Evelyn is my sister. So just in case you are wondering. Right. So yeah, somebody says you've got to train that AI well. Exactly. That is what we're talking about. So when people say, oh, AI, I use AI, but it looks a bit bland, it looks like machine language, it's not human enough. The problem, like Evelyn said, is your prompting. Look back at my prompting. Look at the way I prompt it. And by the way, my prompts are way longer than this. This is a small prompt for me. I have prompts that are like 10, 12 paragraphs long. My prompting looks like a book sometimes, like literally a book. If I show you, if I get into my chat GPT, you see the kind of prompts I do. Because I'm just using this for demonstration purposes now. Yeah, the more you communicate with AI, the more they adapt and know what you want. Exactly. So that's the point, right? I just wanted to. This is just a little thing. You see, you know me. If I talk, I can go all night, but I'm mindful of time. So I'll come back to this later, right? I want to just show you guys what this thing is capable of doing, right? I will come back to this later, but at least now you start to understand what this thing can do.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So let's move on very quickly to iStock. Right. I told you guys about images, right? How to create images. I can't remember the last time I downloaded any image from, all those things like Pexel, all those free images that you find online, or even Google Images. This is what I use now. So let me show you guys what this thing can do. Right. Let's stay with the same theme. Or does anybody have a design in mind they would like to give me an example of a design, a hard one, not simple.
Floor is open. Somebody can suggest.
Sorry. Okay. What was the name? Somebody's asking. Favor's asking the name, right?
Yes. So what's the name of the?
Okay. This particular tool is called iStock Photo. See the thing on the. Can you see the URL?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't. Okay. It's iStock. So iStock.
Okay, I've seen it.
Okay, iStock Photo, right? iStock Photo AI is iStock Photo is a stock photo stuff. I used to buy stock photos from this platform back in the day. I used to actually pay money to buy images, right? But now I use the AI generator, which except $15 will give you 100 images, which is a lot, right? So now we're going to demonstrate something. Oh yeah, Adobe iStock. Somebody. Sorry, I can't see the chat at the same time. So sorry if you guys are chatting and I'm not seeing some of the things. It's because I'm trying to do multitask. But I saw somebody just ask me. Yeah, you can always. By the way, you guys, you can always. Somebody who has a voice thing, just bring my attention. It's only say something I missed. That's important. We'll have time for Q&A anyway. But so let's try something. Let's stay with our theme. Right, a Nigerian. Let's use village girl, right? Walking on a busy street, talking oranges. Hawking oranges on her head, right? This is a simple one. I'm just, you can come up with a better prompt, but this is just a simple prompt, right? Let's see what. So what it does is, look, it's creating 4 images here that will appear, 4 different variations. So you can choose the one you like, right? You can choose the variation you actually want.
No way. Tell me this is photographed.
This is, does she not look? I mean, it looks very real. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
This is just this prompt I gave you. Very simple. It can be more complex than that if you want it.
Okay, let me do a prompt that is going to be tough. I want to see. Let me give you a hard one. I want to see an African girl, young lady, playing golf.
Okay.
In an international golf setting. But an African girl playing golf in an international golf setting.
By the way, Evelyn is describing her daughter, who's a professional golfer. Go, Georgia, but you can Google her. She's the first Black African woman to be on the European tour, which is huge. An African young lady playing golf in an international setting, right? Let's say black. Let's use black because sometimes this is going to get us a South African person.
Yes, for the record, that's my name.
Oh, sorry. That's your what?
My niece.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Benjamin. Yes.
Benjamin, yes.
That's Benjamin. Yeah, that's actually Benjamin, my cousin.
Yeah, so I once mentioned we had a full family in here. They thought I was joking.
Yes, maybe it's my beautiful cousin too.
We don't want all of you to be getting. We have come and collect our own too.
Oh no, but this one was supposed to be for us.
Now, guys, look at this. Tell me, if you show somebody, how would they think this was AI? Just tell me.
Wow, this is nice. This is very nice.
How would anybody imagine this was done by AI? This person does not exist. I just created her.
I can tell you because I'm on the circuit, so I know this person does not exist.
This is a computer creation, but she looks so human. Look at the features. Now let's look at this one. I just did this with that in a few seconds.
I need to tell them the import of that is because I know that any image, they are literally just a handful of those ladies that I just mentioned. So if it pops up any of them, I would know.
Yeah.
And this is not any of them.
That's the reason for your prompt. I see now.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Now, look at this lady. Does she not look real?
Oh yes, she does.
If somebody showed you, you'd be like, oh, you would never suspect this was an AI generated image.
Wow.
And it was all from the prompt. I mean, these are just examples. I can go all day prompting all kinds of. Let me show you some of the things I've. Okay, this is my account now, so I can show you my past prompts. Right? See how many.
We even have a photographer in the house, so he can as well attest to the fact that this is way too real.
Yeah. See all the things I've created. For these are all my prompts, by the way. Everything you're looking at here. These are the ones I've created in the past for some of our projects. You see, for EKESTEM Hub, right? For those of you who might know some posters of EKESTEM, remember when I was doing when I was preparing for this very thing, I used you guys recognize some of this. It was on the flyer for this event.
Wow.
It was on the flyer for this event, some of these images. And look at the prompt I used here. Right? Let's look at the prompt I used in that example. See what I said. Black young sub-Saharan Africans using AI to make content. And this is what it gave me. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
This is what I use. This is I use it. This is not just matter. That's why I wanted to make this thing interactive. It's what I use every day. These are all my things I've done. for some of our projects. These are examples I just for fun, I put all this. Look at this. See.
Oh my God.
All these are
When
AI
it comes
images.
to, when it comes to designing, for me, two things that majorly waste my time is searching for the right font and the right imagery to use.
You see, so and now you can use stuff like this, right? All this is past designs I've done. Everything you are seeing here is from my previous prompts. All of this. See, in EKESTEM, right, we have Kenolis Catering. We use this image for a flyer we did with Kenolis, this one.
Oh, wow.
We use it for Kenolis Catering.
Oh, some might be at this point. Some might be wondering. Well, I think I forgot to mention. Mr. Ken is actually the founder and owner of EKESTEM Creative Hub, so that's why he knows a lot about the hub. For those wondering.
Yeah. So God's Power is our. Yeah, this will take over graphic designing. Exactly. Favor. This is exactly what I've been using. Like I'm not a designer. God's Power is a designer, which is why he's the head of the whole Collab and Create movement. I don't know anything about design, but I use this tool. All I have to do is just take this to Canva, and I can create. You guys know Canva, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I take this to Canva, and I can create stuff with it. Okay. I mean, I think I've demonstrated in. See, look at my prompt here. Just read this prompt if you can. A catering school with beautiful Black Nigerian women and men being taught by a chef, all wearing chef's outfits and chef hats in a beautiful classroom setting. You see that prompt?
Yes.
That's what resulted in these images.
Daniel
He
says
gave you
that
exactly what you requested for.
Yeah, Daniel says I doubt it would take over. I mean, doubt it would take it. It would only take over when designers stop advancing.
Yes. So designers need.
Are you a designer? Are you a designer, Daniel?
Yes, that's how you know us. I mean, Favor just hurt my feelings, but I tried to stay quiet.
But I'll tell you something. Let me tell you guys all a story. Ken knows the story. It was 2000. The year was 2000. Yes, maybe 2001, 2002. And if you all know, your photographers, some of you are too young to know this, but anyway, we were into professional photography, and they used to be able to print photos, in the photo booth. Yeah. So this year we worked so hard to get this photo machine, and after we had installed it and gone through all of it, it was quite an expensive machine. If I tell you the price now in Naira, it will seem like a house. Yeah. But anyway, this is what happened. And as soon as we installed it, no sooner did we install it than digital came in.
The first camera phones came out.
Smartphones came out. Smartphones. They hadn't even got to, it was maybe iPhone, I don't know, 1.0 if it was at that point. And literally the whole business of printing in shops went to zero. It didn't matter how clever you were. All those companies that had all those machines, zero. So my advice to you as a designer, get with AI, understand AI. Don't worry about whether it's going to change, the other people are going to do what and the other. Understand how this business works so that you'll be at the front. We got at the back of that technology and we paid dearly for it. He remembers this.
Yeah.
We had to pay off that machine.
In fact, to buttress her point, I know she didn't mention the amount. The amount, you can calculate this in today's Naira, 75,000 pounds. Do the maths. 75,000 pounds.
I think it was on
finance. As soon as it was my brother-in-law, Evelyn's husband, that bought the machine. As soon as that and it was on finance, so you have to be paying every month. As soon as we bought that machine, the first smartphone came out and the business went to zero. I'm not even joking. I used to work in that shop with them. That business went like joke. The business died. So in case you think it cannot happen, things have happened in this world before, and this is from experience. It's not story. We lived it. We lost. If you know how painful it was to pay for that thing. I think we paid over like 10 years. And we tried to return the machine to the company. Then so they said, too bad, sorry, you have to pay the debt.
Yeah.
They themselves went into bankruptcy, I believe.
Yes.
You can Google it. They're called photo stop or something.
Yes.
So
you remember a lot.
yeah. So what she's talking about is real. It's not even a joke.
Let's learn how to. I believe that with the AI, the most important thing is this prompting. Let's learn how to prompt it. Again, I'll tell another story. I was talking to Ken 2 days ago. I'm stressed about doing accounts. I mean, end of year accounts. Why would you stress? You get an accountant. And I'm like, I don't want to pay an accountant at this point. My sister is an accountant, but it's too low level. I won't want to bother her with it. So I said I would try and do it myself. And if I go to chat and I was say, why don't you try chat? And I had tried chat and I put the wrong prompt in, I believe, and it just said, no, I can't do that. Get an accountant. Anyway, once Ken told me what prompts to give over the phone, I have now got my set of accounts done. Something that would have taken me 3 weeks, I did it in a day.
Are you hearing that, guys?
People, in a day. That account is not photo. It's not
In case you guys don't know what she has just said, an accountant just lost a potential job there. That's what that means. She was supposed to hire an accountant to do that job. That's one job gone. Multiply that by how many people were in her position as at that time. Then you will begin to understand how it's affecting industries. So in case you think, something is safe, and nothing is safe.
Yeah, it's not the designers, it's not the accountants, the doctors, everybody, chat is changing. I mean, not chat, but AI is changing the world. And as much as some of us think, we did that when computers came, we did it when the smartphones came. The best thing I believe is for us to learn as much as we can. And as a group, share the knowledge that we can learn, to enhance ourselves, and then begin to teach other people. Some of you might even go out and charge people. I don't know what you do with it, but it's an opportunity for us to just learn and use this for our businesses, and get ahead in our businesses and potentially teach other people, maybe earn from it. I don't know what you want to do, but this is it. Yeah.
By the way, guys, if every time you create an image on iStock Photo, if you scroll down, you see other images. These are real ones now, right? That are related to what you just created. So in case you want to buy stock photos, the old school way, you can still buy them. That's why they put this in it. But look how similar these images look to the ones we created. Now these are the ones without. Yeah, this is a real image, right? But compare it to, it's not as if it's miles different from this, right?
Yeah.
So that just shows you. So I'm trying to read the chat.
Saying time travel. What does that mean? Were you saying something?
Oh, time travel.
Okay, I was actually referring to when you actually bought the machine of that huge amount. So we should just go back and
yeah. That was like 2002, if I'm not mistaken. That's
yeah.
I know a lot of you are very young.
Yeah, you're babies now. So
okay, so let's move on to music, right? So this is Suno. I don't know, has anybody used Suno here to make, or any other music making AI tool?
I've not even heard of it before.
Well, it was my friend that put me onto this. My friend Chris, my business partner too. Okay, somebody's head of Suno, Daniel. Okay, right. So my business partner put me onto this, right? So you can make a song. I mean, these are the songs I've made already. You can say I use it mostly for birthdays. So people's birthday, just to send them something fun instead of just happy birthday, and sometimes make a song with it, right? So what I want to do now, I want to create something in real time. Let me just say something like about our collab and create, right? Let's just say, I want to use Afrobeats, right? Genre, an Afrobeats song about technology, let's just say like,
AI.
AI about technology, right? Let me say should sound like sound like, I don't know if it will do this as well as I want it, but let's just try. It should sound like flavor. Now done, yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. So I'm doing this in real time, guys. It's just that's why I wanted to demonstrate all these things. I don't want to be speaking grammar. So that's it now. It's creating the song. Are you seeing these things?
Yeah.
So it always creates
two
versions, so you can choose, which one you want to use or whatever. I always use both. Because why not? Now let's see what it sounds like. Just an example. I don't know if you can hear. Okay, maybe you hear.
No, we cannot hear it.
Oh, okay. Oh, what a shame.
Probably an external device now might work. Say, for example, your smartphone.
I don't know about Google Meet. Maybe it's there where you can share sound.
Okay. Okay. You know what? And let me share it in the group, in the chat. Right. I'll share the file.
Right.
So that you guys can. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll share. Where's the share thing? I think is here. No. Song copy to. I need to copy the link. Okay, let me
download them.
Yeah, let me download it. Yeah. So I'll download and I'll share it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
You got to hear how it sounds like. But yeah, I see. Just in case, I see how that controversial question I want to ask.
Okay. Okay, you can ask it now before we.
I'll keep it for the Q&A session. The Q&A session.
Okay. Okay, so I think I've downloaded the first one. Right. So.
I'm going to the WhatsApp and see whether it's there.
Yeah. Let me share it. Let me share it in the WhatsApp. So I don't know if it has shared it yet.
I can't see it in the group.
Okay. Am I even on the COLLAB and create?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I can share it directly in the
chat.
Yeah, in the chat, right? So
I doubt you can send the file.
Okay, I can send the file. Okay.
This time it's just well, maybe I'll just receive from you later on and share it to the group.
Okay. We'll do that later. I'll share it.
Yeah, and then people can see whether it sounds realistic or sounds real or not. So that's a good time. So,
yeah. So he'll share it later. Yeah, since you guys can. Okay. Okay. So anyway, let's just move on. I'll show you the last tool I want to demonstrate today before we go into the Q&A. Right. So the last tool is a cool one. I used to use it for Amazon Kindle projects, right? So when you're writing books on Amazon Kindle, as you know, you can't use AI. You're just asking for a ban, right? So you have to. So what I was doing was I was creating reviews of popular books, but then what I was doing was I would watch an interview with the author of the book. Those videos are very long, right? So what you do is this is a video, for example. You guys can see, right? This is a 3-hour video. Can you see this on YouTube?
Second, I think your sound is not clear. I think it's echoing through Evelyn's mic.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you guys mute? so that I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much
Is it
better
better?
now.
Is it better
Yes, yes.
now? Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So now, you guys are seeing this, right? This is a YouTube video. It's 3 hours long. And if you were to watch this whole video, like, you might not have the time to watch the video. So what you do is you take the link here, the link of the video, you copy it, right? So you copy the link, and then you go to this. There are many tools for this, but the one I just started using today is called summarize.tech. I used to use one before, but they've made it a paid one now. This one gives you four free goals. That's why I'm using this one now. So you paste it in here, right? Now this video is about it's like a topic I follow. It's like ancient Egyptians, right? So that's what you don't have to. It's a random topic. Even if you don't know about it, doesn't matter. But this whole 3-hour video will be summarized by this tool, this AI tool. What happens? I say submit, and then it will then process it, right? So what it's doing is it's going through the entire video and getting all the text out, so that you don't have to watch the video if you don't have the time. But it will bring out everything you want to know. It will summarize it for you. It will give you like a, literally almost a time-stamped thing of the sorry, just making sure there's nobody waiting. So it will give you a time-stamped blow-by-blow account of what's happening in the. Okay, this one does. You see, sometimes this happens. It says it doesn't have subtitles and cannot be summarized, right? I don't know. It does this with some videos. That's why I prepared this other video in case. So this one here, this is a Nollywood movie. You guys can see it's like the real length. So this is this advert. So the length is like, look, 1 hour 41 minutes, right? So I did this earlier. Okay, I'll do it again. So you just take the link here, you copy this link, you go here, and I know this one will work because I've tested it before. So you come here and you press submit, and then what it now ask. Now I did it before, but so that's why it's so quick. So look at this, right? This is the movie. Look what it's saying here. This is the first minute, right? And then minute 1, 2. This is like a full summary. It gives you the look at this. This is the whole narrative.
Oh, wow.
It's telling you the story.
Well,
I don't know if you guys can
see 8 lines now, or less than 8 lines.
Yeah. Now that's just summary, but look, there's more. This is the full. Are you seeing the level of detail?
Yeah.
This is literally, see, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 hour 5, 1 hour 10. So it's telling you literally what's happening in the video.
Wow. Can you suggest another movie?
Okay, yeah. If you can do it, you'll do it. Yeah. What's the movie?
Okay, there's this movie that had Nigeria on chokehold, I think last week or last 3 weeks. I don't know the topic. I don't know the title, but I think
something.
That would do something, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We can try that. If let's try it. What was it? Does anyone know what it's called? Is it on YouTube? Is it free right now? Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
I think it's on YouTube. I don't know. Clinton said I should ask. So yes, please.
Odogu.
I've not seen it. I think
Love
Clinton have seen it.
Yeah, love is. I knew Favor would know it. Love is what?
Love in every word.
Love in every word.
Love in every word.
I just heard the guy's voice. Okay.
Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, Nigerian movie, right? So, okay, so now, okay, this is it, right? Omoni Oboli. Yeah, I think she produced it. Okay, so like now you can see. Let's just check. So you can see it's almost 2 hours long, right? 155. If it has subtitles, I showed you that it doesn't do it with some, but I hope this is one of the ones they will do it with. Right, let's go back to the. So we come here, we paste our link. Let's see what happens now with this one. Bam, it's done it, right? See how fast that was.
That was quick.
who is reading for us? Those that watch the movie should read it for us and tell us how accurate it is. And also look for the line where it says Odogu, please. Oh.
Now, this is a summary, this one, but we can expand it by clicking more. See, then you get more detail.
Oh wow.
So without watching that 2-hour thing, you're already getting a good sense of all the key things that happened.
For me, I think that this would just be a good data save mechanism. So if you don't have data, you just compress it and then you can actually see what happens. And that's 22 hours of data.
Honestly,
Exactly.
why bother with my 2.5 gig?
Not only that, for instructional videos as well, for an instructional video, if you wanted an
for
research or something,
research stuff, anything that's going to take time, that you don't have the time to be watching the long content. Now, this is just one step. I don't know how well you summarize this, but if we wanted, for example, we could take all this now, right? Let's try something now. I've not tried it before. I'm just doing it now. Let's take all of this, right? And let's go to. So now this is another little mini lesson in prompting. So what you do, let's say you want to prompt, you can come to this is DeepSeek, right? Where you can use ChatGPT, you can use anything you like, right? I can say something like this. Hey, I have just used an AI tool to summarize a YouTube video.
When the lecturer asks you to watch a video and summarize.
Yeah. If I paste in the full text, can you give me a very concise yet comprehensive and intelligent summary of the movie? Then I can add, I will say, I intend to use your work. You see, you can tell it why you are doing it as well, for research purposes, as well as to share the key points with some friends. So I'll say, please confirm you can do this, and I'll go ahead and paste in the content, right? So let's see. So I'm just, you see, this is just like to prime it. I do this sometimes when I have like something I want to share. You see, absolutely, I can provide you with. Now, are you seeing what's happening? This is why DeepSeek is good. It also gives you like proper structure, keep it engaging. Are you guys seeing this?
Wow.
Right. So, okay, you guys have seen this, right?
Sorry, I'm just thinking that you can use this to recreate another movie based on.
Exactly. Oh, in fact, sorry. Say, in fact, scratch that. Scratch that. I have a new idea. Use
I'm going to be a director now.
My brother is something else, honestly.
Post to create a new Nollywood movie from scratch.
The in fact scratch that is giving Informa for an AI.
Exactly. That from scratch that will be of a similar or better standard. And I intend.
I don't know about you guys, but I have so many things I need to go and do right now.
Okay.
We need to be killing it with all these things we're learning now. We need to just
Exactly.
be
I intend to use
At this
producing
point, I'm a
some
movie
good
director.
stuff.
At this
to
point, I'm a
make
movie director.
I'm
Thank you.
my own
motivated.
movie. Can you do a good job of this, right? You see, the reason I'm asking these questions, you guys have been wondering why not just paste it? I want all this grammar I'm speaking. I want it to really get, you see, because when you prompt it like this, it gets a better idea what you're trying to do, and even gives you more. What will happen now, right? So, you want to turn? Are you saying this? Say less. I'll craft you a. Are you guys seeing what's happening? Are you guys seeing what's happening now?
Yeah, bro is like, say no more. Sit back and relax. Sit back and relax.
Are you seeing the level? This is technical stuff. I know nothing about movie making, but you can tell that this thing is going to give us like some next level,
Next level stuff.
right? So you can see what is said here. Everything, character, key scenes, marketing angle, even. Look, see examples. Shakara Queen, no be small thing, right? Are you guys seeing this? A broke but sharp mouth Lagos girl hustles her way into Nollywood. Are you seeing the kind of examples? These are ideas we're giving us.
Her biggest fan online is actually her long lost father, and he's the
CEO of the Studio Black System. Are you guys seeing the power of what this thing can do when you prompt it properly?
Oh my
Because
god.
I
Oh
think
my
that,
god.
because of all the searches that we've made over the years, it's not far-fetched for Google to see. So there's just so much stuff, and it's really
Yeah.
trying to throw out everything that has been going into it over these years. This is the real benefit now, of the open
So
of Google.
let us paste all that our content, all that grammar. We'll paste everything, right? This is what we got from that summary of the other movie, right?
Yeah.
Bam.
Wow, we're cooking a blockbuster. Ooh.
Just like that. Look, see, love in every word, upgraded version. Are you seeing this upgraded version?
Oh my God!
So can you
Who is
imagine?
ready? Who is ready? We need to go act this upgraded version. So who's in?
So you could even send this. You could send this to the guys who made that movie. Say, hey, check this out.
Yes,
How
check
about
this
doing a
out.
sequel?
I got something for you. Yeah.
Are you guys seeing what is going on? And if you're looking at the content, it's serious content. It's giving you an outline. We can always flesh it in and all that. I'm sure it's not writing the
You
full
can
thing,
make
but
this whole thing, like we saw that you can make this whole thing into a pitch deck and actually pitch it to a group of investors and say,
yeah,
would you like to? Yeah, that's what they do, isn't it? They pitch, because we saw that thing, where people
exactly.
they just write it, a pitch, and then you just market it to the people that same thing you can do with your business. So it means that anything you can dream and imagine and you can see in your eye that it's possible. Now you don't have the money, you can pitch it, you can write the whole thing and pitch it.
Now see what it has given us.
Easier.
Key scenes, right? This is high. This is golden nugget. See, characters with Niger flavor. Look at characters is created by itself. Mama Nkechi, gold digging advocate, famous line, love no be Mama put. I mean, are you seeing this? So what's giving us here is an outline of what it can create. If we go ahead now and say start creating the scenes, it will do it. I know we don't have all the time for that, but you can see from here, from what I'm doing here, that is a small thing to just flesh this out into a full movie. See, look at the plot. Mama's pressure versus Shakara spirit. Look, it's defining who the players are. Emeka, the village billionaire, Mama Nkechi shoves down Adane's throat. Flashy rides, fake accent and all.
Fake accent.
Are you seeing?
Could even tell the accent.
Somebody is joining. Okay. Right. So are you guys seeing the power of this thing? Because it was Evelyn that just gave me that new idea at the last minute. But you can see we turned this script into a potential sequel of this very famous movie.
Oh my God.
And would you believe again that AI is writing all this? Try prompting it in a boring way and see whether you get anything like this.
Yeah, it's all about the prompts.
Yeah. Now, if somebody gave you this, would you suspect that this was written by a machine?
Hmm. Oh my God. No, this is something else. Next level stuff.
You know, so all we did here was combine two different AIs, which is this summarize.tech thing here, right?
Yeah.
Which gets the movie, and then you take it to any LLM you like, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, whatever. They can all do this. We're just using DeepSeek for this example, but they can all do this. ChatGPT, Google, whatever that thing is called. I forget all these things. Meta, Claude,
So
whatever AI you want to use. Right?
I think I've used ChatGPT. I've used ChatGPT even for research purposes and like for research what pages. But I don't know if it's still my prompting. Yeah, I can't say for certain. But I know there's this type of way ChatGPT. They for me, I don't know for others. It usually don't go into details. I always have to be like, oh, you need to go into details now, and it brings out like shorter information. But
Is
from
your prompt? Remember the prompt I wrote. Let's go back to I demonstrated it before, but I want to remind you what you just said now, God's power. Let's go back to here's what you need to do next time it gives you that. Right? Remember what I wrote before? I want to see. Are you reading this? This is like an average effort, like a 5 out of 10, right? I can you can do this. Is you need to see, don't stop at that shot, don't accept that shot. Say this is way too short. Say it. This is way too short. I need 100 lines, whatever. Say it. Don't walk away as if, oh, I didn't get it. No, you should force it to give you the damn thing that you want. You see what I'm saying? You're making the classic mistake of saying, I didn't get what no, it must give you what you want is by force.
yes.
And then you prompting and adding the thing. Say it's too short, add this. Say it. You see, prompting is work. The problem people make is that they think you just prompt one line and you create magic. How? How will it do magic for you? And if it gives you something subpar, you go back and you say no, do more or whatever it is. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Let me show you guys my I want to show you a sample of my ChatGPT. Right. So ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Let's say chat.
Probably you ended instead of .com, probably .io or something, then automatically takes you to another.
Yeah. So this is you see now look at this. Now this is not ChatGPT, but chat with AI is trying to trick you into. This is the official one.
Yeah.
ChatGPT. Okay. So I don't know if I'm in my account. No, I'm not in my account. No, anyway, well, I was just trying to demonstrate the way I chat with AI myself. Because if you're not getting the results you want, it's all to do with your prompting. It's nothing else. Is your prompt, nothing else whatsoever. You know, I can use ChatGPT and do something that you will say you have been struggling with. Is your prompting.
Right.
That's all it is. If you are saying you couldn't get what you wanted out of ChatGPT, that's nonsense. It will do it. But if you walk away, most people walk away and say, I've heard many people say, oh, I've used the AI and it didn't give me exactly what I wanted. I always laugh. I'm like, so you left it. Where's this? This thing is very annoying. Open AI. Okay, login.
From the looks of it, you already use ChatGPT.
Yeah, I use it a lot. It's just for the purpose of this demonstration, I wanted to use DeepSeek.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is my account, I believe. Yeah, good. Now see, view. I don't know what happened here. Actual size. Okay. So are you guys seeing this, what I'm showing here? Are you guys seeing it?
Yes, sir.
You can see the activity I have on here. Hello? Yeah. Oh, Q&A. Okay. Right. Okay, guys, anyway. We're running short on time, so let's dive into Q&A so that we can cover some questions.
Okay.
So anybody who wants
sir.
to ask a question should feel free to go ahead and ask. It can be on anything.
Okay, we can just, for those of us that have questions, we can just raise our hand so that you
Okay.
can send us from there.
Okay, I'm not seeing this screen very well, so somebody will have to help me moderate. So Gospel, you can tell me the people that want to ask questions, and then
Favor has
Okay.
her hand up and two others.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, two people.
Okay, we'll start with Favor. Favor, please go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, for iStock photos, can it
Yeah.
like create book covers?
Can it create what?
Book covers.
It can, but there's only one problem. It has a copyright issue, so it can't write like it's a weird thing. If you ask it to write words, it will do something weird. I've tried it before. So let's just say an ebook cover. It may create the image of the book cover, but you have a problem with the words, right? An ebook cover, let's say give me an example of what the ebook cover should have. What's the design?
Okay, like all these mafia books, just like
Okay.
something like that. Like
Of a mafia, is it like fiction? Mafia
just
book or
okay, something
like
like
a
maybe the
fiction?
female lead and the male lead. Yeah, it's
Okay,
just a
fiction novel featuring mafia characters. It's just an example, but I want to show you what maybe we'll say titled. I want to show you what I mean. Titled Mafia Family.
That's the thing. You don't need to actually put the title.
Okay,
You use
okay,
like
okay,
Canva
so,
okay.
Okay. Let's see what it does, because I use Canva for this type of thing, but I've not used it for this. Let's try it in real time. You see,
Okay.
mafia may violate our. I knew this will happen for AI policy, because there's always this thing with copyright, right? So prompt block. You can see what. So like you said, I won't use. I'll just say featuring. Let's use another word for mafia.
Crime,
Let's say
crime, family, crime.
I don't know whether to say crime, whether to tell us crime.
Organized crime is what the word should be.
Yeah, but let's try. At least we'll tell you if we cannot do it. Okay, but it looks like crime is fine, right? Okay, but so it's going to create it now. You will see why I prefer to use. Okay, you see, it's not even created the covers, but meanwhile we prompted it ebook cover. So it's giving us just like images. So but you see, let me just say ebook cover, a simple prompt, ebook cover on a book shelf. Maybe you see, sometimes we need to play around with these prompts. Because because you see this AI is not as advanced as the language models. This image one, it's not as advanced. Okay, you see now it has done something, right? But look at this. Can you see how basic it is?
Yeah.
And you see the letters because it has a copyright. It can't actually write anything. So you see the way it comes out. Like this one
Just
now.
ask information. I've got things in post it and design book covers for you, favor. So that's just don't know if you're saying the chat.
Yeah, you can use other tools for book covers.
There's someone calculating who says you can design book covers. I've got another message from as a social media manager and community manager. Is there an AI that I can use to send bulk messages in a group chat to all members in their DM?
Yes, there's a tool. The tool is actually created by a digital marketer guy. The tool is called Celso, right? But when you use it, right, the thing is this: make sure you don't use a new SIM card. We tried with a new SIM card and we suffered the consequences. Me and my cousin Benjamin, we suffered the consequences for it, right? Let me show you the tool. It's called. So I don't know if you are seeing the screen. It's gonna. Yeah. So this is it. SERLZO, right? So if I think there's like 3 levels. You have to the lowest one is like 10K or something, but it can do broadcasts. WhatsApp. This is created, right? So it can do your WhatsApp broadcasts. But like I said, the only thing to watch is that if it's a new SIM you are using, you will likely get banned by WhatsApp. We tried to broadcast to like 99 people. We got banned. We say, okay, maybe it's too many. We tried broadcasting to 10, banned, 5, banned.
Oh, Celso.
Celso.
S-E-R-I.
That's an L. S-E-R-L. L.
Oh, L.
Celso. Right.
That okay. I think Daniel might try that one out. Then for favor, yes, we got to say that iStock is good with photo generation, so it has copyright issues, which means
let me show Canva quick.com. So favor, this is what I use for book covers. It's really easy and it's really actually even ebook covers, sorry, Canva is not even the best one. I'll show you the one. I'll show you the very best one. Now this is I've done a few book covers here, but they're not as impressive. Mockup, I'll show you this one. Mockup. Yeah, mockup shots, right? This is a really good one. This thing creates amazing ebook covers, and not just ebook covers. Let me show you what it does. This will blow your mind. So, in case you want to do an ebook cover, this is probably the best thing you can use. All right. So let's. So this is called mockupshots.com. It's free to use as well. This one is completely free. And what you do is you upload the picture, the image you want to use for the ebook cover, since you said you're not bothered about the writing. And what it will do is it will give you, just a bit slow, but it will give you many different, not just ebook cover alone. You'll get like loads of different, like I always use it for all my ebook covers. Now watch this, right? So you see, are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is an ebook I created, right? For one of our products. This one is just called, look at the front, called Color Skin. Now look at, are you seeing the different types of, it's not just ebook cover alone. See, as you go on, you'll be seeing all type in all different scenarios. Look at a girl reading. Are you seeing this one? Girl reading an ebook.
Yes, sir.
Against different backgrounds. Look, see a girl holding it. So you can have your ebook being held by this person. All these are AI images.
Wow.
I have another one. It says, please, for social media manager, is there a tool or an app that helps to make posts on all social media platforms at once?
Oh yeah. There are many. There are all these Hootsuite. I mean, you guys know some of them, right? Hootsuite.
Very many.
There are
Okay,
plenty.
can somebody please post it on the chat if anybody can get
Okay.
into the chat for
Okay,
Christy?
God's power. You can post
Okay,
that
let
Hootsuite
me give
to
you.
the.
There's one I've used, so I'll just share the name with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, but are you guys seeing the variety this thing can create for you? There's still more. You'll be tired. So you can. So favor. If you want to create an ebook cover, this is the tool to use.
Okay,
Because you get not just the ebook, but you get it in all kinds of variations. It will even give you some like CD cover, like so in case you want to do a sound or audio type of product.
Oh.
It will give you okay, I think it's still loading, but there's so I always get tired. I scroll to the point where I select the ones I need and I just leave because it's too okay. Look at it. This is the classic ebook, by the way. Are you seeing this one that my cursor is resting on?
Yes.
So this is a classic one. So what you do is you upload just a flat picture. Then to do all these the contours and all that for you. Yeah. So who's the next person?
Okay, we have Promise raising up his hand.
Okay.
Promise, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everybody. So my question is for the summarize.tech. So is it just limited to because we made use of YouTube videos?
Yes.
So now I'm saying, let's say for example, other players like let's make use of an Instagram reel, for example, or let's say a movie from Prime. So is it also possible to get summary from other like softwares aside YouTube?
Okay, I see what you mean. Other platforms, other video platforms, other than YouTube, like all those Vimeo and all those. I don't know if it will work for because this one it looks like it's mainly for YouTube video. Maybe because of the way the YouTube video platform is structured, but we can try. I mean, you can try it. If it doesn't work, then just Google Google summarize. Let's say, what did you mention just now?
Summarizing videos from Amazon Prime or say
from Amazon Prime. Yeah, but you know, but you know, there's something you can do. I mean, it's like a long walk around, but it will work. Let's say you have an Amazon video. It depends on whether you can actually, if you can actually download it, to your device. If it's possible to download it to your device, then you can upload it into YouTube yourself. Just make it a private video so that YouTube, you know, if you make it shared, that's when you might get copyright issues, right? You might just upload it into YouTube yourself and then just grab the link and then put it in here. That is if that's like a long way of doing it, but that if you can download the video yourself from Amazon Prime, because I think some of those platforms may have a different structure from. In fact, you know what we can do?
Yeah.
Let's even ask. You see, sometimes I don't even like racking my brain. Let's prompt this thing. Is it possible?
I mean, AI can give us answers as well.
Yeah. Is it possible to use the video summarizing platform? What's the thing called again? Summarize.tech. Summarize.tech to process videos from platforms other than YouTube. For example, Amazon Prime, Instagram. Let's see. Great question. As of now, you see, primarily works with YouTube video and doesn't officially support platforms like. Are you seeing the answer? Here's why and what you said. It even goes to get. This is why I love AI. Technical restrictions. YouTube's API, I thought so, allows third-party tools to access public videos easily. Platforms like Amazon blocking privacy.
Them Amazons are paid platforms now.
Yeah.
Surely 100% paid. So I think there should be restrictions.
Look at the workarounds, right? Number one, for this one, screen recording plus transcript to record the video if allowed, upload to AI transcription. You see, these are other tools, by the way. Are you seeing them? Otter.ai, Notter.ai. So these ones can probably do it. Use ChatGPT to summarize. Then look at even what I was thinking about came up here. Download the video, right? Use tools like so and so. Upload to summarize.tech. I didn't even know you can upload to summarize.tech if it's short, or Cloud AI for analysis. So are you guys seeing? You see? Are you seeing the workaround? So so you can always ask AI stuff like this. This is what I do. I don't rack my brain too much. Final verdict: summarize.tech is YouTube video only for now. Maybe they have plans in the future. Other platforms use screen recording plus AI tools carefully, so it gives you all the ones above like that.
Okay. I think that's the perfect answer. But then, AI now is telling us that we can use screen recording, and we both know that let's say platforms like Netflix, it's not possible to get the visual, it's not possible to get the visual from screen recording. So is it also possible that this summarize.tech is working with the sound for its analysis, or is working with the video in total?
You mean separate from the sound? Whether it's getting the sound from the audio video?
Yeah, is it working with the sound for the summary, or is working with both the video and the sound? Because if we're working with screen recording, and platforms like Netflix doesn't support screen recording, so it means we can only get the sound from platforms like Netflix, for example.
Sorry, so does summarize.tech work with platforms that don't? What did you say? Don't get that you can't get the sound recording from?
Yeah, you cannot get the visual from screen recording.
Are you noticing how I'm not bothering to crack my head with your question? I'm just going straight to.
Yes, sir.
Like what did you mention? Which platform did you mention just now? Is it Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay, yeah, something like Netflix.
Are you seeing this? You don't have to be an expert these days. I don't know anything. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But all I know is that I can ask it.
Wow.
No, summarize does not blah blah blah. Why summarize and all that fail on Netflix? Strict DRM encryption. So you see, this is the answer. This is your answer here. They use blah blah blah, which blocks screen recording, legal restrictions. Now, workarounds. Are you listening? This is the answer. This is the workaround now. If you absolutely need summaries of DRM protected videos, which is all the ones you mentioned, use subtitles, turn on subtitles, copy paste into ChatGPT for a summary. This is one thing. Type notes, old school but legal. Audio extraction, if allowed. Use Otter.ai while playing audio. That is for those that no video. Check terms. Find alternative sources. Look for official trailers, recaps, or wiki summaries, right? So what this means, like, you may not get the full video, but there are people that may have done recaps on their own on YouTube. Is that making sense? Right? So always you have to be a bit flexible. You don't have to just be dogmatic. I have to get the exact video. What are you looking for? If it's information, somebody on YouTube may have done a recap of it. Find that on YouTube, right? You see, you have to be flexible in this thing. Don't think that I have to get it from that source only. See, Netflix, some shows have recap episodes. Prime Video, X-ray feature shows trivia. You see, you can use some of these things because if you're trying to get the information, if you're not trying to watch the whole thing, no, because I assume you're not trying to watch the whole thing. Because if you want to watch the whole thing, then there's no point. Then you might as well watch it normally.
Yeah.
The whole point of everything we're doing here, this summarize.tech, everything we're doing is when you don't have time to watch it. If you have time to watch it, then all this is relevant. Yeah, so you have to ask yourself, what is your purpose? We're not just doing this for to show that we can do it. We're doing it because you need the information. See how we created a script with the other one we did. You know, it's not if you have the time to watch it, then why are you worrying about all these tools? So we're assuming that you just want to extract the information. In other words, I don't have the time to watch a 3 hour. I don't care what the grammar is. Just tell me the bottom line.
So I don't need to go record a 3 hour movie, screen record a 3 hour movie just to get the information.
Then you look for what it's saying here. recaps, and there are people. Why I love YouTube is this: somebody on YouTube, trust me, would have watched that movie and done their what they call this, what they call those
The
things,
analysis, yeah.
analysis on it, and then you can use that. You can use that YouTube analysis. That's what I was doing with the Amazon, by the way. Like, so I was writing books on. I was writing review books on popular books. So what I do is I'll find the book, find the name, go to YouTube, find somebody who has reviewed it already, or even find the author. Sometimes you find the author has done an interview, a 1 hour interview. Then extract that. So think around what you're trying to do. Don't just think it has to be the film itself. Otherwise, if you have the time to watch it, then you go and watch it. But I'm assuming that you're looking for how to extract the information from it. That's where all these tools come in. So I don't know if that answers the question you were asking.
Promise.
Yeah, it does. It does. Thanks so much.
Okay. Now
So,
I think it's my turn. It's my turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think probably it's two in one question, but I don't even. Let me just say it. Okay. First off, AI. So from the looks of everything so far, is like you saying, oh, just just go to AI, move. I know you use this word for me. You said I am a purist, which I would like you
Yes.
to still go over again. Which I like you to still go over again. But yeah, in times like this, are you saying we should just like focus on the AI, like give it like just give it our attention and try to like gain a lot of just focus. Okay, let me just focus on using AI now. Okay, that's like one. Are you saying is safe to say you like us to like know more about AI, go into AI fully? And another is during the course of our discussion, you mentioned something assistant with Mrs. Evelyn, assistant, and she got to get the work done, and that's like the work of accountant. Sorry, accountant. That's the work of
Okay.
an accountant.
You mean my sister Evelyn about the
Yes,
accountant?
yes.
Yeah.
That accountant thing. So now somebody has just been displaced. So what are we saying? Are we saying that this low-key detrimental to like the human race, or yes, that's just it. So what can you say about that?
Let me answer before.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
And have a discussion. We have it separately because I was the one that brought up the question of even an accountant, and then we talked about the photo machine. Here's my point. I assume that all of you here have projects and you're all small businesses, correct? Basically, because you're working for somebody else. Because you're doing some kind of a side hustle or main hustle, and you need tools to help you do that fast, right? My question is, I always wonder, you guys are young people, because I know that most of you are a generation younger than me. Here's my point. If something is going to make your work better today, what's really the issue? Whether you call yourself an AI technologist or specialist, what does it really matter? I need to get a tool that will help me do this work that I'm doing today better than I did it yesterday, so that I can make more profit. Looking at how it's going to be in 200 years, I'm not too sure that I understand young people these days, because you know what I'm saying? This will help this work now. And if tomorrow they shut down Google and nobody is using AI again, what's really the issue? It had helped you today. That's my own sort of, I'm not a technical person, not techie at all. If you remain it, you can continue to be pure in what you're doing. You're doing your work, you're doing your photos. There will always be a market for the people that have the best photographs, and there will always be that top-end market. But if you're looking for a tool that will help you as a small business, to get 3, 4, 5, 6 extra contracts in the year, okay, and it's legit. It's not, it's not duping anybody to do it. What really is the problem? Why are people talking about if it's going to, is it displacing your job? If it is, then learn how you can get yourself better. If it's not displacing your job and it can help you, why the concern? Maybe you can answer that question. Why are you concerned about what it will do in 10 years? I'm just asking. Sorry.
Yeah. I think that's why Mr. Ken called me a purist, which I'm slowly shifting from. Ken?
Yes, I think I like what Evelyn said just now. I'll add to it. Let me start with the first one you made when you said I called you. Because I had a conversation with God's Power some time ago, and we're talking about this thing. That very flyer that I designed for the event, I don't know if I can find it again. The flyer that I designed for the event for Collab and Create, right? I know I can't access it on my thing now. So when God's Power saw it, God's Power said, "Oh, it's good, you know, but there are one or two things that I saw, you know, because God's Power is a designer, by the way. He's graphic designer, that's his work. So he said there are one or two design rules that maybe you didn't follow." So I laughed. And I said, "Look, I'm not a designer, right? So I don't know about the rules of design. I'm sure I broke a couple of rules. But you see, there's something in this world that we call purism. So if you're a purist, it means like you're an expert in your field. You're a writer, you're a designer, you do web design, you're a crypto person, you know, and you see yourself as, I'm the guy who knows about this when it comes to this industry. I've spent 10 years, you know, I know inside out. And when a new tool comes out, usually that threatens purists. And they belittle it by saying, I beg, leave all these things. You know, we did it the hard way. For example, when I started doing web design, I'm not a web designer, by the way. When I started creating how to learn to create web pages, do you guys remember? I know you are too young. Do you guys know Dreamweaver, or you've heard of it?
Yeah, Adobe Dreamweaver.
Yeah, I had to learn using Dreamweaver. Has any of you had to use Dreamweaver before?
Not at all.
Good.
That's going to extend.
Now, I could be sitting there saying, all these kids, look, all these things they're doing now, all this Canva. No, you need to know Dreamweaver, the hard stuff. Look, the minute you find yourself wishing for the old days and you are threatened by something new that is coming in, understand you are being a purist, right?
You're wrong. You are wrong.
Wrong about?
No, I said no. When the minute you start doing that, you are wrong.
Yes,
you know
you are wrong.
You are wrong.
Because
you're on the wrong side.
I gave God's Power an example of reality TV. A lot of you are too young to remember a time before reality TV shows. Before reality, remember we watched the first Big Brother in the UK around maybe 2005 or 4, something like that. Nobody had ever seen anything like that before. Before, it was all pure acting. You're either an actor on TV, comedy, drama. There was nothing like reality TV. So the first time it came out, people were like, "What is this?" People were just in a house and they're walking around and people are looking at them. What nonsense!
Said they won't take off, and we said it can never work.
Yes. All the established Hollywood actors were like, "No, we spent 20 years in our craft." People like Tom Cruise, 20 years acting. What are these people doing? The problem is when you find yourself doing that, you are going to fall behind because the world will move on without you. You can keep all your expertise. Of course. The world will keep on moving, and you'll be annoyed because you see people that you think don't deserve it. Those of you, okay, you guys all know Afrobeats here. Do you think somebody like what's his name? The guy who talks in his songs doesn't even sing, talk. Charlie Poppy, right? In the old world, would somebody like Charlie Poppy ever have made it? If he had the record company, if Charlie Poppy had to go and say, "I want to get signed," no company would sign. They say, what nonsense is this music? I better get out of my office. But the guy puts his thing on TikTok, and because TikTok is direct to the consumer, if you can do any rubbish you like. If you don't like it, you blow. Simple as that.
Right.
That's the flyer that I designed. I told God's Power, I said, "Look, you can use your design and start critiquing it. In line 2, you should have done this." I said, the ultimate effect is if people like the flyer and they come to the event, it has worked. Whether I designed it with the principles or whether I broke principle number 3 in the first line, it doesn't matter.
Here's where your purism comes in now. If you see such a thing, you know, you go to a business and you say, "Oh, you got this flyer sorted," and they say, "Yeah, it was cheap. It was $2, you know." And then you, as a purist, a good guy, can make it $1. They'll be interested. But don't go telling them I can do it for $10. They're not interested. So when
yes,
so good, and you look at it and you say, listen, I'll do it. And you can go and offer it for free. I'll redesign this thing for free. I'll bring it to you. The guy says, "Okay, that looks good." He says, "How much?" He says, "It's only $2. He's like, "Okay, that's fine." But if you can't do that, he's not going to pay $10 just to make the thing look.
You're an expert. Yeah.
Yes. Everybody complains and says social media, the ills. And I expect that you young people should never be on that track. That's why I say you are wrong. If you say that you're wrong, you guys have come into a world where everything is possible. And for a lot of people, I think maybe you have Christians amongst us or people that have faith, and they will tell you, "Oh, social media is killing the world." When we grew up, in the times we grew up, there were things that were killing the world then. There were magazines, there were newspapers, there were pages that you'd open and you'd see, things you shouldn't see in the newspaper. They didn't
You
stop.
guys may not remember that
Yeah.
when we were young, we used to have a
They
magazine.
had some newspapers in the UK. They would open it, and a 10-year-old can buy that newspaper. We won't stop them from buying the newspaper. I ran the news agent, so a 10-year-old could come and buy the newspaper, which he could not watch. Which if he watches online, and but he could come and buy that stuff every day if he wanted to. And I saw them come and buy every day. Right. My point is this: you've got to use the media that's available for your purposes. Okay, and so again, I mentioned, so long as it's legal and is ethical and is moral to you, to your own standards, especially, you have to use the tools. Don't spend time in the argument of what's this going to be, because you will just spend all your years worrying about stuff for nothing. And you'll be a loser. You'll be one of those that will say, hey, we saw it when it came out to all those people. Don't be like that. You're young. Don't be like that. Move. What can I use now? Right. What's the next tool? Then you can make it better with your own personal, what you have, enhance it. Because when you take that picture, nobody stops you from enhancing it. Enhance it by your own little tricks, your own little, the things that you know.
Yeah, then you apply your expertise.
Yeah, don't get into that argument of, I don't know if it's going to be, it's not for you. It's not for you to decide. Okay, it's legal. Right. It's moral. Don't get into these arguments. That's what I'm saying, because I'm saying to you young people, especially because it'll give you a moral framework. My brother Ken, he's been on this thing for so many years, and there are things he told me, he would tell you that I didn't even do, and say, he said, look, be on the right side. This thing is happening, whether you like it or not, and it's happened. So my own what do you call it to you? My advice, please, let's move. Get in touch with each other. You all have information. Look at people are asking on the chat now. That means you should share information. If you have, put in your group, does anybody know this about this and all of that? Work together and build something from that hub that will be envy of people around the world. You guys do it. You have experts in this thing. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let me just add to that, because there's a second part to God's Power's question, which is, what does this mean for the future of all of these industries? Accountants, lawyers, anybody who has built expertise before AI, right? Now, my background is law, but my niece, Georgia, the professional golfer, that's Evelyn's daughter, one day she sent me a contract. It was actually on her birthday. She sent me a contract. Say, oh, please, she calls me Kenny, not Uncle Kenny. She says, Kenny, can you help me edit this contract? So I looked at it, and it was a contract that a company gave to her to help. Okay, somebody wanted to chat, I think. Yeah. So I looked at the contract, and I wanted to use my normal legal eye and start reading it line by line. I was like, what am I doing? Let me just go to AI. Like you guys saw me do with the questions of what's it? Yeah. So I went to AI and I said, please look at this contract for me for my niece Georgia. I gave the context. She's a professional golfer, blah, 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 blah. Please analyze it and let me know if there's anything she should be careful about before she signs it. And pay particular attention to anything that could affect her professional career in the future. I don't want her to get trapped in some kind of contract that is not advantageous, just like the way you hear exploitation all the time. I would have picked up maybe two things with my legal mind at best. This thing picked out 5 things for me, even things I wouldn't have spotted. And then went ahead to say, would you like me to redraft the contract again? Put in all the things I discovered in, so that, and it's still fair to the company and it's fair to Georgia. I was like, wow, okay, go ahead and redraft it. He drafted it. Beautiful new contract, said, send this to them, you're good. It took me less than 3 minutes. I would have spent maybe 2 hours. And I'm somebody who is trained in law. So I'm trying to tell you that even me, I'm applying, I'm practicing what I preach. I could have been saying, no, ChatGPT, no, you see, you have to do lawyers. You take your time, leave all that. What I did, any of you could do it, even though you're not lawyers. You could do it. So you'll never find me saying, let's say God's Power did what I did now. I'll be like, no, God's Power, you see, you have to have legal training. Nah, man, do the thing. You see, the way the world is going, this expertise, if you cling too tightly to it, you will find you'll be complaining as things are moving on. You see people that you think do not deserve what they are getting because they've not spent 10 years, in the field. Somebody's asking a good prompt. You can Sorry, is that a question? I don't know. I wasn't sure. Anyway,
More like,
so
It said with a good prompt.
yeah. Now, but there's one part I want to talk about. The one part of AI I want to talk about is very important, and I want to talk about the people on the receiving end of all this job going and all the rest of it. Now, let us not make it sound as if that jobs are going to go and nobody cares, because there's an ethical issue here and it's going to become a problem. But I believe that we have to solve it in AI. Do you know that you see all this chat GPT we are using, this DeepSeek I just used now? I think Evelyn mentioned it. It's getting information from the internet. That's people's sweat that they've published on blogs, articles. So this thing is just taking all the information without paying those people. I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying here. That little script that this thing that script that DeepSeek brought for us when I demonstrated earlier, it created that from going on the Nigerian internet, finding all types of things. Somebody has written maybe a blog post that I took some of that stuff from, but that person is not getting paid. All these tools that were created, ChatGPT, they are leveraging the work of thousands and thousands of people that have not been paid. Now that's right. And the reason why it's going to become a problem, I don't know if you guys saw 2 years ago, Hollywood writers had this.
Sorry, sir. Christy, sorry, your mic is Christy. Your mic, please.
Okay. Yeah, while she's doing that. Yeah, Christy said something, which is exactly my point. That they've been taking information from a lot of people who have published online, and these people have not been paid. So let's draw attention to that. So this ties into your question, God power, and that's not fair. Now, the reason why I'm even especially sensitive to it is this. My nephew, which is Evelyn's son, is actually in art and animation. He's a young guy, he's like 17 now. So he does art and animation. Every time we talk about AI, you know what he says? He says, "Oh, guys, please don't mention AI," because he hates the idea of AI, because to him, AI is going to take stuff that like him create, and they're not going to get compensated for it. So God's power, that's a legitimate point. I cannot sit here and dismiss and say, yeah, it's great that everybody's losing job, go and die. No, that's unfair. It's not good. So AI has to solve the problem of how do we compensate people whose material, whose content, whose hard work is being used by these LLMs like ChatGPT without compensation. I can tell you one way in which Facebook is doing this already. I don't know if you guys have you guys ever tried to advertise on Facebook using pure AI images? Has anybody tried this yet? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
well,
sir.
we have me and my cousin, we learned our lesson the hard way. We started a Facebook ad. It was killing it. We were so happy, like, yeah, fantastic. One day, our traffic just slowed. We asked the guy who was managing it, what's going on? The guy said, sorry, Facebook said that they cannot allow AI images to get used on adverts. We're like, what? You know all those beautiful images? Let me show you guys. You know the images I just showed you? Let me show you from my iStore. Beautiful images. I was so angry. We had the perfect images. Me and Benjamin. Look at them, right? You see all these images. Are you guys seeing them? We were killing it. I say, if you see our face, if you see the advert, it was killing it. Look at images like this. We had some like before and after. It was fantastic. We were enjoying ourselves until they clamped down on us. And the reason is because they don't allow AI images on Facebook ads. If you try it, you'll see what will happen. Right? We couldn't use them anymore. But here's why. The reason they're doing that is very simple. They are trying to protect people like iStock. I told you before, look at these iStock images. These are the real ones now. They want you to be forced to buy these real images. Are you seeing them?
Okay.
So the industry, that's one of the ways the industry. So Facebook is helping to monetize this kind of people. In fact, I'm sure Facebook will soon release their own either a stock image or something, because they are trying to make sure they protect. See all this, every single thing here has been taken by a photographer somewhere in the world who's losing revenue because people like us are doing this.
Right.
Even though it's good for us, if I was greedy, I'll say, yeah, they can go and die, but that's not right. So we were making these guys lose money. So Facebook was like, no, that's not happening on our watch. So Facebook is protecting these people and all these Getty images. Some of these will come from like Getty, right?
Getty.
So Facebook is protecting those guys by saying you cannot use AI and bypass buying images like this. So now that's Facebook's own attempt. But long term, we're going to have to address people not getting paid for their work. It's a big issue in AI. And I support the movement to have to come to a point where somebody's asking, they pay the owner of the images. Okay, they don't get paid, but the system don't. Yeah. So we have to come to a point. I don't know whether you guys are too young. Do you remember what happened before music streaming? There used to be something called CDs. I know you are young to remember.
Yeah, we met CDs.
You met it, but that was not like it was not like you were not listening to your music that way.
No, there was the internet.
Okay, so here's what happened when streaming first came in. So the first streaming platforms, everybody, the big music companies, Sony, Universal, they just thought this is pure theft. You know, they were suing little girls, like little boys and girls. You see, they'll just sue one girl in California somewhere, 12 years old. They'll just see somebody just turn up at their parents' door. You have been summoned for one lawsuit. What? My little daughter? Yes, she's stealing music. Yes, she's been downloading. We've traced it to this IP. That's how it was, in the early days of streaming. It was crazy. People were like, Sony, what is it now? Suing young children? They were like, yeah, they are stealing the music. Because Sony was so angry because they were losing millions. They could no longer sell their CDs in the shops. So their first response was to go after these young kids downloading music online. In those days, it was Napster, Kazaa, all those early platforms. So what happened eventually? You guys will now know that now all the streaming platforms like what's it called, Spotify and all the rest of them, even Nigeria Boomplay, what's the other one, Audio Mac and all that. These are the legal streaming platforms now, but we still have the illegal ones where you can get MP3 from. I use the illegal ones in myself. Sometimes I get and I'm like, just download the music. I don't have time for this Boomplay stuff. But the point is this: in the end, the music companies had to make a deal with the streaming companies. So now, every artist that gets streamed, you get when your song gets played, you get like a little royalty. I suspect the same will happen eventually with AI. Eventually, AI will have a situation where people who maybe contribute images, right? So maybe one day Facebook will now say, okay, you can use AI. But by that time, they will make sure that anybody who contributes, they would have a kind of register, a way of compensating photographers around the world. Just like in music. In music now, even if they play your song in Timbuktu or Japan, right? As long as you're in the global database, there are collection companies that will actually track where your song is being played somewhere in the world, and they will collect a royalty check and they will send it to you monthly. That's what happens in music right now. So I have a feeling the same thing will have to be done for AI. So every writer, every designer, people like Gospel, who, if you do a design, upload it to a platform, in the future there will be. I'm giving you a glimpse into what I think. I'm not God, but I'm giving you a glimpse into knowing history, what all the future will look like. The future will look like something like this. AI will become so normal that people will just be uploading all their content. But this time, you know, they're going to make money once somebody uses maybe they use a nose from your design and then put it on, I don't know. But as soon as, and there'll be like a digital footprint, so that if somebody uses something that contains maybe an element of your design, then you might get like a piece of that royalty somewhere. Because I'm sure that
so this is the reason that you can continue to develop your craft.
Exactly.
You don't give up and go and flip now, because you keep making your craft better, keep making your skill better, because in time you will still reap from being a purist. Let's put it like that. But you must not lock yourself in that box. Use the available whilst developing your own God-given talent. It will still be the point. But this one can help you push out of the blocks where you couldn't have done so before.
Honestly, I think that's just, and I believe a lot of persons need to hear these words. Like, I don't know, maybe one day we'll make this a group discussion thing. That's because I believe there are a lot of persons on this table that AI is like a totally bad something.
Is a threat to the future.
Is what a discussion is, what a group discussion.
Yes, exactly.
Favors chatted something. She says the world is fair enough to bring balance to this stuff. I doubt that. Again, I say, you young people, you mustn't be negative. You must look positively. Don't how it's going to be. Like Ken just explained the music. We were there. The music was rough for a long while. All of these people now. You see Nathaniel Bassey and you see Moses Bliss. They are all making, dollars today. But that's some people had to, how do you say, some people lost in that process before it happened like this. So there's always a problem when there's a changeover, because if there had been artists that time when things were rough, many people lost revenue. But looking, the system now is helping everybody. Everywhere they play the music, they will get their royalties. It wasn't always like that. And there's always going to be a period of difficulty. But for you young people, you've got to find, how to push. I keep saying this, but push out the blocks so that you can be part of that decision making. You can be part of the that change things. No, it's not going to happen. Don't worry, you are in your little EKPOMA or wherever you are. You can change things, because the African proverb where it says, if you think you can't change it, sleep with a mosquito. One mosquito in your room in a night. One. Only a little mosquito drive you crazy. You see, a small mosquito can change the quality of your sleep. So you, as little as you can change the quality, because there's a whole other thing about AI, which I'm sure Ken will talk about later. AI farms, AI servers. There's a whole business behind the whole of AI. It's another whole ball game. So what you're using in the front end, there's a lot of business in the back end of it. It's something maybe later, but don't give up. Don't ever think, oh, it can never be fair. It can. What are you doing to make it fair? What's your, and you're not too small. Contribute your little bit, but never be negative. That is not going to change. Never.
Let me just follow up from that, because I'm happy. I wanted to really sound this one so that Godfather and everybody else go away with the message that there's a beautiful road ahead. But like Evelyn said, it will be tough for a while. But here's the thing: to talk about Favor's thing. Favor, you're right. The world is not fair. And let me tell you. Let me just buttress that you're not mad. You are correct. The world is unfair. Let me tell you the truth. The big companies, they want to crush you. That's just the truth. They want to bury you. They don't care about you. Left to them, we'll all be dead. So you are correct to suspect that they will do everything they can to bury everybody and make money and have robots do everything. That's the agenda. Let me just confirm it for you, in case you are. Let us be no doubt about that. Here is the issue, though. We have to. When I say we, I mean collectively, us, including the purists that are experts in different fields, sport, music, design, everything. We have to all come together and fight. You see, the fight that lays ahead is a serious one, though. What's going to happen is this: for that world, now artists are still fighting. I don't know if you guys know the pitiful amount they get from Spotify. I don't know if you guys know. Spotify is terrible for payouts. I'll give you just a quick story. We used to run a music platform where I was promoting upcoming artists. One time, let me just try and experiment. I took one of our artists' songs. Let me try this, whether I ever can buy traffic, right? So I bought this bot traffic, like bots, not real human beings. Let me just try one of these fake things that give you fake Spotify plays, right? Anybody who knows music will know that. And now I spent $70. So let me see whether I can push this song. We got like 5,000. Whether 5,000 plays, I was excited. I was like, yes, 5,000 plays. Yeah. I was excited though. You know, when the payout came, you know how much that thing ended? I felt like just smashing the computer. It was like $5 or not up to $10. I'm trying to show you how pitiful. I just saw the other day, Snoop Dogg and people like that are still complaining. These are big stars, are still complaining about how small the payout is. If you look at it, and it's laughable. One play on Spotify is like not 2 cents. I'm like, what? It's almost nothing. It's when you see it, and it just seems so pitiful. So only people like Drake that get 1 billion plays will make like millions from it. Otherwise, if you're just an average artist, even if you have 100,000 plays, it's almost nothing. It's very pitiful. So the fight is even still on. Even in the one we are saying music as if it has ended, it's still on. So the point, Favor and everybody else, is this. Favor, you're right. These guys want to kill everybody. Be in no doubt. But me personally and others, I hope people will join me. My personal fight in this life is to fight on the other side. If you go and read about the great fights of unions, you know, they try to destroy unions in the world. I know you guys might not be that deep, but unions that used to be in workplaces in the 50s, 60s, 70s to represent workers' rights, they've destroyed them systematically over time, because unions were people that fought for fair wages and all of those things. We need to have that same kind of fight in things like AI on the other side of people that are being exploited. I hope to be part of that fight. I hope you guys can join me. You guys are a generation lower than us, like Evelyn said. You are the next generation. You are going to still be here, God willing, when we are gone. So I'm hoping through these kind of things we're discussing now to give you guys all the information that you will need in the fight. When the fight is long, it's brutal and it's tough. And some of us will die in the process. That is just the fact of this life. It's not going to be easy because companies that make big money are not going to hand over part of that revenue to you without a fight. If you leave them, they will bankrupt everybody and then they will keep all the money. That's the fact of this life. If anybody sugarcoats it to you, they're lying. So, but like Evelyn said, that should make you want to fight, because if you don't fight, you will just sit down and everything will erode. And the fight relies on all of us. We have to go as a force. So part of why we set up this hub, this EKESTEM, is to make sure that we are able to be coordinated. Wait 1 second. I think that's Gospel. Hello, time, Abby. Okay, I think Gospel is trying to remind me of the time. Because if you leave me, we'll be here all night. So, okay, is there any other question that we can take quickly, or otherwise we can round up? But by the way, this is not the last time. We're going to be doing this as time goes on, monthly or regularly anyway.
That's the best part of it. Today not being the last time, because honestly, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Ken. Really, on behalf of everybody, we want to say thank you again. We really appreciate your time for dishing out these hot information. I know for myself that I've gained insights on this AI, and yes, I'm slightly leaving the purist part of me now.
No, you can still stay a purist, but just add.
No, I'm not staying. I'm not staying. I'm not staying again. I'm leaving. So yes, really appreciate this. I'm looking forward to like the other sessions, because I need to know a whole lot about these AIs, and also sending my thanks to Mrs. Evelyn, Mr. Benjamin, Miss Kendall's. I really appreciate you. She has been on this call from the beginning to the end. Miss Kendall's and every other person. And yes,
she's the force behind this engine. You should know this.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Kendall's, as you say.
She's the driving force. So you guys don't hesitate to reach out to her anytime. And we're all just talking, but she's the one that's putting everything together.
Yes, that's true.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. And yes, looking forward to hope to get everybody. And yes, for the attendees, they just dropped off, but we had up to 15 persons that turned up, and I believe they learned a lot, especially Favor. Favor. She learned a lot. She doesn't even need to say it. I know she learned a lot. And yes, Mr. Ken, really appreciate you. And this is good night from me to everybody.
Okay. Sorry, just two quick things. So guys, in about a month we'll have the second, because this is going to be a regular thing. So Gospel will let you guys know. We'll have the second one. By that time, I hope people have gone. Please apply everything you've learned today. Start using those tools. Anyone you forget, write back and get the name. Start incorporating it now. Learn to write your prompts better, like we showed. You'll get better results from it. So you can start using these things immediately. Then secondly, there was something else I wanted to say. I'm going to post those songs we created. Oh, you joined late, Gloria. It's okay. We're going to have we're recording everything. Don't worry. It's actually what tools. We're going to record. This whole session is recorded, so you are going to get the videos later. The video rather later. We'll send it to you. And then second thing is the songs we created on the couldn't play. I'm going to send them into the chat later, so you guys can listen to them, and just to see what it sounds like. Yeah, that's all.
Right.
So thanks.
Thank you. I think before our next session, we can even have a group discussion on this whole purist thing. And
yes, anytime.
Yes.
God's power.
You, thank you.
Purism is the spirit of excellence. That's what it's called. Call it of excellence. No longer the purist, but now spirit. The guy with the spirit of, we'll take that. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Good
Nice to
night,
meet
everybody. I'm back from this side. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Evelyn.
Yes, Glory. Nice one.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Thank you again.